TINYHAWK 2 Freestyle is finally here. The TINYHAWK range by Emax gave me my initial confidence to first put the goggles on and started flying FPV. That's why I was beyond excited for this opportunity to review the new addition to their series. Just like the original Freestyle, the TINYHAWK 2 Freestyle comes with two 1S batteries and a USB charger so you can charge your batteries on the go, and also comes with a case, which I think is a pretty good value for money. It still has the same 700 kV motor, so it's not going to feel that different when you're flying. However, they have upgraded the video transmitter, so you can now adjust your power levels from 25 milliwatts all the way up to 200 milliwatts, so you can have stronger video. But they have also upgraded the camera as well, so you now have the Runcam Nano 2, and they have added two carbon side plates for protection for your camera, and it really does make a difference with this camera. Check this out. Okay, so now we rewind 2 months earlier. The same location. It's crazy how there is snow, but we've got the TINYHAWK Freestyle. TINYHAWK Freestyle on the right with 25 milliwatts on the video transmitter, and then we've got on the left the TINYHAWK 2 Freestyle with the upgraded camera. Same thing again. We're going to rewind to one of my favorite locations to shoot here in Canada, and this time with the TINYHAWK Freestyle. And honestly, guys, both of these quads out of the box are so smooth to fly, especially if you don't have the knowledge on tuning, you don't have the knowledge on batteries and charging and everything like that, you just want to fly. It makes it so easy. The stock tune from Emax is so good. The performance of the quad is really nice with the two 1S batteries. You can just really just get up in the skies and start practicing, and it performs great outside as well. This is really when I didn't even know how to I had no idea how to do any tricks. All I could pretty much do here was fly. Okay, so let's lose the snow now. Okay, so this is the TINYHAWK 2 Freestyle again. Upgraded camera, 200 milliwatts, and guys, it does so well. It really does so well. The video transmitter does make a difference, that you can change the power level. And obviously there are so many people that are going to get the quad, especially experienced people, that are going to want to change the camera. They're going to want to change loads of stuff and do modifications. But when you first start flying, you don't know how to do any of that. And when you first start flying, you don't really know how to do all of that stuff. So it's just nice to have something that is ready to go like this. So yeah, it's just dope just to be able to learn to freestyle as well. Even for me, when I fly a 5" now, I'm still just really trying to perfect a split S. But with the TINYHAWK 2 Freestyle, I have a bit more confidence to pull that move off, knowing that if I do crash, I'm not gonna wreck everything. I'm not gonna wreck everything, because these things as well. Another thing I really want to mention as well, this quad can take a beating. You can crash this thing and you're going to struggle to wreck it. It can really be crashed, and you can have a lot of fun with this thing. That's why it's so good to learn to freestyle with a smaller quad. Okay, so let's see if I can dive with this thing. Also, a quick side note, if you're noticing a bit of camera shake, that is my bad. When I readjusted my camera angle and I went to tighten the screw back up, I accidentally used the wrong screw type, so the camera wasn't properly secured. So that is why you're noticing a bit of camera shake. However, I have fixed that. Since then, I've put the right screw back in and it's all good. So guys, honestly, diving in this thing feels amazing for me, and this quad is a confidence booster. It really helps you get that conviction with your dives, especially now when I go back to my 5". I'm like, oh, I can do this a lot easier because I've just practiced it on my 2" Freestyle. And there's only so much a simulator can help you. Whilst it is good to use a simulator, it's even better to do that in real life and put the goggles on and get out there in the real world, turn the analog on. So yeah, for me, this thing, I just feel so good just to split S, just to do that, and not worry about wrecking anything. And that is why when I go and dive them buildings with my 5", I'm going to be able to do it with more conviction. Another thing these quads are good for as well, because they're so small, is flying indoors. And granted, my indoor flying does need some work, and especially with the throttle of the TINYHAWK, you do have to get used to it. It is quite sensitive. So I've had a couple of runs today and I'm still trying to get used to the throttle. I haven't really practiced much indoors, but I wanted to show you the power of the video transmitter and how clear the video is. So we're going to go outside right now. Still pretty clear video. I even got a bit high. Like, that looks good if you ask me. That is pretty good. And then I think I do another take here. It does fly well inside. You can really get in close proximity. I've seen people get in very close proximity to objects, and you can go through things. You just have to really practice with it. It's not something you can just going to be able to do. I haven't really practiced that much indoors, so you know, you can have a lot of fun with these things indoors as well if you want to get some cool indoor shots. Okay guys, so that is the video. So obviously my overall thoughts on the TINYHAWK 2 Freestyle is positive. It's going to be hard for me to say any negative things about it because I'm coming from a beginner standpoint. When someone else comes in and they're experienced and they're advanced and they want to change all their stuff, like I said before, obviously they're going to have some critiquing that they want to do. But for me, as I'm still in my first 4 months of learning FPV, it's still the perfect thing for me. I'm not, I would say I'm still a beginner, but I'm not like a hardcore beginner. I've literally just like jumped into FPV. You know, I'm about 4 months in, and it's still 4 months in. I'm still having fun flying from this, and I'm still able to learn and perfect and redefine my freestyle skills. That's what it's a great thing for, is redefining your freestyle skills, but also developing the freestyle skills as well. So I'm gonna go as far as saying this right now. This is my opinion, okay? This is my opinion, but this is the best 2-inch micro drone you can buy on the market right now, buy and fly, 100%. So guys, go get it. I love this thing, guys. So I'm gonna see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. We have a big video coming, guys. This is really big. This is really big. I'm not gonna reveal any details about it, but you just gotta tune in tomorrow for that video, guys. I'll see you then. See you tomorrow. Peace.